It's time to refresh the 924 race engine. The big difference between a road car and a race car is defined by the championship regulations, which is the Historic Sports Car Club 70s regulations. The rules require you to use the original engine type induction system, fuel system, as well as limiting and prohibiting some modifications. There's still a little room to improve to make it better suited for our needs. We build this for speed, not endurance. So any little thing that you can do to a component to make it that little bit more efficient is worth trying, provided it's not too expensive for the gains you get out of it. For example, this year we tried coating our exhaust manifold so that the heat dissipated quickly, and that might make it slightly more efficient. It was worth a try. To build this engine, it took an entire team. You had Rich, the experienced one, the hidden gem, the brains behind it all, the guy that makes the engines purr. You have Pip, the organizer, the engine builder manager, the one that tells us what to do and the one that gets in all the components. You've got me, Esther, the sort of apprentice, do whatever she's told, general dog's body. You've got Martin, the muscle, the fire safety guy. You've got Jason and Tina, they're the dream teams of getting engines in, out, changing gearboxes. They have the system, they have married telepathy thing. They have done it so many times that they know what they're doing, and they are the dream team. The prep work. Rich did a lot of the prep work. He had a lot of days and nights in the garage by himself, taking the engine apart, cleaning it, as well as getting the engine blocks skimmed. May, garage night. So around about in May, me and Rich had a garage night. So which included putting the rings on the piston, putting the pistons in the block, and fish chips. A garage night just has to have food. There's always food involved in a garage night when it's with me. I need my food. Putting it back together in a weekend. Hello, we are going over the Humber Bridge at the moment. We are going to the other side of the river for the garage, and we are going to try and attempt to put together the 924 race car in like 48 hours. We've got sort of 2 days. It's going to be race next weekend, hopefully, if we put it back together. So that's the challenge for this weekend. Can we do it? What needs to be done today? Finish the sump cleaning.
Yeah, we need to fit the oil pump, fit the sump. We need to build up the cylinder head, which is over there. There's a lot of work in building the cylinder head up because the cap pits need setting. So they all need to be shimmed, which I think can be done off the engine, but if the bottom end's ready, we might as well be done. And then there's just so much cleaning. Everything needs cleaning, like inlet manifold, throttle body. Yeah, lots of work.
I feel like you look at me when you say the word cleaning.
Well, to quote Esther yesterday, I'll do the cleaning.
That's because I was really ticky. When I'm really ticky, you just give me a repetitive job and I'm okay with it. Okay, we'd better get back to work. We better get to work. So you may remember in a video a few videos back, if not, watch it up here, just saying, I said that we were going to go to an event, but we got a call to build a race engine in a weekend. And we had to take that call. We had to take the challenge. So basically, due to illnesses and stuff in the team, the engine was still in pieces and it was needed for a race the next Saturday. So we had a week to get it built up, tested, and get it on the other side of the country to where it needed to be for the race. So yeah, we were feeling quite overwhelmed at this point. It was daunting, it was a lot to do. We were coming off a very busy work week, me and Pip, so we were tired to start with, and Martin came to help us, and he was amazing because we just got it done. Yeah, go team! So we cleaned the components up, cleaned the sump up, applied the gasket using sealant where we know that the engines leak before, then put the sump on, built up the head, fitted the new camshaft, worked on the shims that needed for the valve clearances. When you're building a head up, you've got the valve, the spring, and these little collets that you've got to put on, and it is so fiddly. It's the most annoying job to do, and it's just so annoying. You've got to like compress the spring, try and get the collets into the little valve groove correctly, and then release the spring, and if you don't do it correctly it all springs out, the collets go everywhere, and it's just a very fiddly job that you have to be really delicate to do, and I'm not delicate, so and then it was home time, day 2. So day 2 was all about finishing getting it together and talking down the head. I don't know what this is. What is this? When you have to talk down the head, there's a very specific pattern so that you evenly distribute the force as it goes down. Otherwise you can crack it. And I have seen this happen before when Pip was doing it, and it was funny because we had a spare head and it was all okay, but it wasn't funny. You just heard it crack and then you know what it is. But that didn't happen this time. No. It did not happen. You gotta go down a little bit at a time. That's my talking it down at a little bit at a time. So we had to get the car jacked up. We then had to put all the belts on it, finish putting all of the exhaust manifold on, all those little bits. And then we had to get it in the car, just like that. I had to go off for an appointment just as it got interesting. So engine got back in, we're doing good. So it was due to go to Rolling Road on the Thursday, and then we'd get it to the racetrack Friday. Everything hunky-dory. But we needed to make a quick pit stop after work because it wasn't quite running right. Everyone got around the car, there was a lot of problem solving, some pizza got eaten, mainly by me. I think I just ate everyone's pizza that night. And so we figured out that the keyway for the camshaft seemed to be in the wrong place. We had a new adjustable pulley, but we used the old standard Porsche one to set the timing. So not really sure why it was wrong, but with a big adjustment, it was purring like a cat, roaring like a lioness. Rolling Road day. So then it was off to the Rolling Road. Rich is our Rolling Road man. He just so happens to work at a Rolling Road, so we took it there. And the Rolling Road is essentially a piece of machinery that the wheels of the vehicle, it sort of sits in this little groove with and sort of the wheels spin. It sort of simulates the car under road conditions, but it's like created, it's like a simulator. It's not, you're not actually driving on the road. So, but it's basically a really good way of testing out how much power your car is producing. This meant that Rich could adjust the fueling, the timing, the cam pulley to see how much power it could make. You essentially on a Rolling Road, you rev it up and down so you can get the graphs of how the car is performing. It did rather well. So it was off to the races. So it was raced on the Saturday by Gavin, who is one of the drivers at PDC Racing. He raced it in the Gold Cup and he qualified on pole and finished second in the race at Alton Park before he won the next meeting at Mallory Park. So the car and the engine did really quite well. So it might have taken a long time, but the whole team banded together, came together and made a pretty good engine. Subscribe to see me fix car and race classic cars. On to the bloopers.
I thought you were going to be quicker than that.
It went back.